Alright, KGB here. Just gonna do a weekend update. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but my live streams aren't showing up and they're impossible to delete and they just keep going forever. I don't know. But so we're just gonna do a weekend update. Basically go over some of the stuff that we were looking at in the live stream today, but that I had to delete. And just recap what we went through during the week and what we could possibly look forward to this week as well. So we had a good week on HIMS. We were following this perfectly until they announced an at the money offering. We were right about here and everything was looking good. Still is, but they did do an at the money. So what I'm thinking here is they did this. So with the at the money, we ended up probably being here. So I expect a little consolidation into next week, and then we still see some upside. Still hitting the target, but will probably take just a little longer. So I have a target of 72. And we could see that this week. We could see it next week. Not really sure. Going to have to watch it as it goes. But HIMS did really good for us. So looking at that. We also hit RUM. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice. Just crayon drawings that my kids drew that we follow. So just doing that house cleaning there. RUM had a great week. Good earnings. We hit this pretty good. Still more to go, I believe. I believe we are in here on the blue. We're following 2 on this. I originally was following this one for months, this yellow fractal, and it hit, right? So I suspect that we could see some upside possibly into Monday, Tuesday still. But we're also watching this one. So now this one, I took the rounded bottom here, looking like this. Now I spread it out because it's taking a little longer, probably because of earnings. They probably just delayed the algorithm for a bit. But I do suspect we're right here. So we're going to be watching this to see how it goes. And we could be looking at this possibly right here. As you can see, this would fit right over top here. And once again, still see upside. So this would be highly compressed, but still looking at upside here. And that's RUM. So I took I took profits, but I still believe it'll come. I'll see what happens on Monday. I might jump back in, but we'll see. So that is RUM and HIMS. I'll get to GME, I guess. That's what everyone wants to see anyway. Still following the macro on this one. As you can see here, I do believe we are following this. Now, I shortened this up for obvious reasons. I believe this portion, dang my keyboard, man. No edits, only one take on all my videos ever. So it's possible we're here, right in here, and I'll show you on the fractal. Right here like this. So possible we're there. Another possibility is this, and I'll show you why. It could just be faster. I'll show you why. Now I have this set here, as you can see here, all following very well. Get this upside into here, all following still very well. But we are getting some sort of a battle going on here. Obviously, shorts are not going to lay down. So as you can see, this would be like this, right? So we could possibly see one more little dip here before running up into June. middle of June possible. That's what I'm looking at. So hard to say whether we see immediate upside coming into next week or we see one more leg down, but I'm starting to be pretty confident that we're in here. I'm starting to be pretty confident that we are going to see some upside. So obviously this is not the peak. We first leg and then we go into a larger macro. So really liking what's going on with GME. On the 4 hour, we are looking great on the MACD. Whoops. And also PMO just crossing here. So SHMEO looks very good. We're flagging out a little bit on the SHMEO. So you can see obviously we broke out. So very bullish action on GME with a little conservatism, I guess I'll say, on what the possible price action could be coming into next week. Now, I suspect maybe with extra volume, we could be sitting like this, just in here. But anyway, still following macro, still following very well, leading into my theory. If you watch, go back, scroll into my videos, the Viagra video. I believe that they are, I know it's very popular with GME about the swaps, and obviously I could be wrong, very valid. I think I could be half right, half wrong. Swaps probably play a big part, but not as much as, I don't think it's as much as people think. I think AMC swaps are the ones to watch for, and that will be the one that pushes everything up. If you watch my Viagra video, I think I made it pretty clear, and I think it was a pretty condemning statement that they are using AMC to suppress GME. And so taking us to AMC, this would dictate where we are here. I think we're right here on AMC. Right here. And I think that they flipped it and reversed it. This is GME fractal on AMC. Right here. And this is AMC fractal on GME. I think they flipped the algos. That's what I think. I think the algos were flipped and they're following the exact opposite of what they should be. So I think they're using AMC swaps to control, and since there is no more shares to dilute, as much as I think anyway, I don't keep up too much on the effery that's going on with Adam Aaron, but I think AMC is due for a run into May and June, the rest of May and the rest of June. And I think we are going to hit this macro trend line in the $10 to $15 range very shortly in the next few weeks. That's what I think. It's just my opinion, not financial advice, just crayon drawings that my kid drew, obviously. But that is my opinion, and I am sticking to it. Now, you can take a look here, right? It's fairly obvious to me what is going on. So, say what you will, but this is following. This is following. So, that is AMC. And if you look on the indicators, bullish, man. Very bullish. Seeing great upside. You got a little bit of divergence. PMO just crossed. AMC is looking bullish. Very excited. Leading me into Beyond and IEP for the BBBY guys. Very bullish on IEP right now. Like, very bullish. I think IEP is going to be a monster, actually. Now, this is actually a lot bigger, but yeah, we'll get into that. But IEP is looking really good. I think it actually hits a lot higher numbers. What am I on? Am I on log or? I'm on log. Okay. So yeah, I'm bullish on IEP, bullish on BYON. Sorry, this is BYON. Bullish on BYON. Bullish on IEP. This is IEP. I think IEP has something big coming, very big. And I think we're sitting right in here. Once again, May, June. And right now we are seeing a nice run here. I'm going to take you to some crypto here. I proclaimed 3, 4, or 5 days ago that Trump coin was going to hit 20 bucks this weekend. Now, I may be a bit late. This thing, as you can see, is following very well. Very well. Now, this is what it was looking like a few days ago when I called it out. And still following. However, we are getting some resistance here. We are getting kind of a rounded top, leading me into what possibly could be this. Now, we are seeing the same thing on XRP. So whether we're there or here, now if we're following the yellow, it's going to be a lot higher. If we are in here, like I still suspect, right in here, then we're still going to see that $20 to $23 mark Sunday, Monday. XRP also, excuse me, same thing. I believe we're going to start seeing this rounded top come in. We're right here. I think we're going to see a rounded top on XRP and then a big old pump come into Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Actually, into next week, sorry. Maybe some more news, not really sure. But you can tell using Ethereum. Like if you follow Ethereum right now, how it's moving, it's actually following Doge. This is Doge right here, and I'll show you. So you can take the Doge pattern, copy it, go to Ethereum, and it seems like it's lagging just behind a little bit. This is the same fractal, but I'm gonna show it to you just so you see it. This is Doge on top of Ethereum. Now you can really see the correlation here and here, and then obviously here as well. So I think Ethereum hits a minimum of 2,800 this weekend. So bullish on crypto. I'll show you Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin hits 150, guys. I think Bitcoin hits at least into the 130s. That's what I think. Very soon, next week. Yeah. I'll be safe. Next couple weeks. Next couple weeks, I think Bitcoin hits close to 130, 140, maybe possibly even 165. Very bullish. MVIS has earnings coming up. We're bullish on this puppy. Thinking we're like right in here. It's a little mashed up, but I think we're right here. Big move on MVIS coming. Possibly. Now, I had to spread this out because they are delaying everything for earnings. MSTR also looks very bullish. Been following this one for a while. We're in an ascending wedge and looking for this breakout here. I think we're right in here. With the Bitcoin move, if we do get a Bitcoin move this week, we should start moving on MSTR. NVAX had a nice pump here, but then they dumped it. I don't know what's going on here, but we were following NVAX for the longest time. Everything looking good. Everything pumped the way it should have. It took a little longer, but it did go. We got right into here, and now we're bumping up and down. I still believe possible that NVAX has a big move. I think it's still possible. So bullish on Root, bullish on bullish on Newell. I think Newell's going to go. I've been watching this one for a little bit. I think Newell's actually right here. Once again, had to spread it out. They also had earnings. I think Newell is right here. So Newell IEP, Palantir as well. Palantir got the dip. I think we are either here, right here, or right here. Now I called the dip. We got the pump. So I'm thinking that we could pump here into the 160s. Now also following this right here. So both the same, both leading into each other. Both fractals look very good. So and both same result. So either or, but this is the fractal that crypto is following. So very likely that this is the one, but still going to follow the one that brought us to where we are now. So Palantir looks very good as well. Pets looks very good. Bullish on Pets. I think Pets is right here. Earnings coming up Monday. Lucid looks very good. Everything looks good, guys. Like, you know, the Trump pump, as I called my stream on Friday, Friday. The Trump pump is here, man. So Givo looks very good. Mara was a great play for us. I banged off Mara, took some profits. Mara looks very good as well. I actually think Mara hits 22-ish first thing next week. TRNR also very bullish. Been following this one for a while as well. BDMD also very bullish. Following this one as well. Very bullish on BDMD. HOLO MLGO. So MLGO, I'm going to get into this a little bit because we've made some great plays on MLGO. And I think it's fair to say that I've called this pretty well. Now, we have this fractal here. I found this one. Now, I have been following this for the longest time. Sorry, this one here. And we called this one right here. You can go back and watch my videos. I believe we're right here. It's repeating the same one. And my target on this one is actually $100. Now, you know, some people will laugh, but we've already hit a couple $1,000% on this twice. So, bullish on MLGO. I think I got this nailed. Whatever the situation is, it's still going to be the same result. So this fractal, you can see this thing flagging out. It's the same as this flag. Now we could get higher result leading into the same pump come into June. Now I got this fractal. I'm not going to tell you where I got this fractal. It doesn't matter. What I got is this fractal leading into this fractal. Now you can see this flag right here, I believe is this flag right here, and we should be getting some upside regardless by middle of June. Both reaching the same result of this $100 target. The only difference is the June pump probably should go higher, much higher. So keeping very good track of this. Same with HOLO. HOLO, I'm actually looking at this on a regular chart, not a log. And I know it looks like a bunch of scribbles right now, which is fine. You have to kind of follow the stream to see where I'm going with this. But as you can see, we're in a long descending wedge with a recent breakout and massive divergence. I think we're right here. I think we're right here with the possibility of going higher into the log chart. Very bullish on HOLO. So this is why you're seeing the crayons, because I'm switching back from log to regular. Possibly a massive pump. You know, say what you want. I know it looks like garbage, the chart. But HOLO owns 300 million in Bitcoin and their market cap currently is 35 million. Something is wrong. And so something needs to be done about that. New Way bullish, HYMC bullish, everything. But I'm going to get into Tesla because we nailed Tesla pretty good so far. I believe we are right in here. I think there's a big move coming for Tesla, like really big move. I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart. You can see a little better. I think there's a big move coming here, guys. So we followed this pretty well. Now, I actually had it going here, possible dip. But judging by the strength of this and the 4 hour, I think indicators, I think they were, yeah, 4 hour indicators on the MACD and steady upside with higher lows. I think Tesla's in for a big rip. Nvidia, we had Soxel, so we did a semiconductor play as well last week, which did extremely well. So far, so good. Anyway, we caught Soxel. I think it was right here. And have ridden it up ever since, man. And I think there's more upside. So I should get into this fractal with the indices. I think IWM is sitting right here. And we see some steady upside into next week with IWM as well as SPY. I think we're in for a ride, boys. You know, always bullish, but I'm very conservative. I don't want to, you know, we could be in for a battle. You know, the shorts aren't going to lay down here, so we could be in for a bit of a battle. But either way, I do think that we get some major upside. So OPTT also very bullish. I think OPTT within the next few days starts to run. Archer as well. Archer looks very good. Very good. I think we're right here. We should see almost immediate upside. It does have earnings coming up. So, you know, earnings are tough. They can go either way. But I do see upside or downside potential, depending on what the stock does. A good play would be to play both. So just seeing a bullish, you know, 15, 20% move, 10%, maybe 15 to either direction, it can be played both ways. So bullish on that. Bullish on BKKT. Very bullish on BKKT. I think we're right here. So as you can see, I'm pretty bullish. It has earnings as well on Monday night. So anything that has earnings this week, I think has a great potential to move. So yeah, I'm not going to take up the rest of your day. You know, overall bullish, guys. So. You know, try and tune into the stream. I know it's, you know, it's getting hidden. It's not showing up, and you know, I don't ask anyone to like or subscribe or none of that crap. I don't personally care. But if you do want to check out the streams that we do every day, you'll probably have to put notifications on because they are not showing on my channel. So, not financial advice. Now you know what I know. Just some crayon drawings that my kids drew. You know, crazy kids, man. They just draw all over my charts. I don't know what's going on. But have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We couldn't do anything without you. Life would not happen without you. And we do appreciate all the mothers and women out there. So glory be to God. Have a great weekend.